What's up, guys? Welcome back to another weekly forecast for April 6th, 2020. Okay, today is going to be a quick one because I'm not prepared, but I just want to do it for my record. All right, so as I said last week, we're going to be double from 150 to 300,000. So we did hit the target, we double. So at this point right now, I mean, the thing is, even these number going up, the depth going up, it hasn't done anything to the market. I think the market is kind of like dull to this. All right, so this doesn't matter anymore at this point. And then look at the pro and con, right? So at this point right now, to flatten out the curve, since we have been quarantining ourselves for 3 weeks now, I think the curve should be starting to flatten out this week or by the end of this week. It's going to be starting to. Okay, so we probably going to get less new cases. Hopefully, I think that's what we're going to start seeing. Okay, the only thing is that the new hotspot that maybe Louisiana might have more stuff, California, like Chicago and stuff, other places that possibly going to have new thing. But I think due to our quarantine, we're going to have to flatten out a curve. So at this point, and then a positive new treatment, and then positive news from the vaccine. I mean, these could come out anytime, so that's the only bad thing about it, because it could pop up. But the thing is, the treatment, I think, might have some, if anything, that might have more news than the vaccine, because the vaccine, if there are news for it, we won't have vaccine until probably a year from now anyway. So that's gonna be not a big thing. And then Fed buyback at this point, I think it is possibly on the card, but maybe when we break the low. Okay, but at this week itself, I don't think we will do that. To be honest, because right now the future is up like 600 points, which is crazy. I'm not sure why. Okay, so let's go to the con for the market. National travel ban, I mean, that might have some effect if it does, because if it get worse, but I'm not sure this week will be, you know unless New York, we couldn't contain New York at all, because right now I heard that my friends, they are coming down, people from New York are coming down to New Jersey and Philly right now. So that's another thing. They work in healthcare, and then they have like people who work in the hospital. They're actually seeing that right now. So that's another thing. So if people from New York are trying to go down here, that's going to be spreading the disease, and that might be a problem, especially if they couldn't get treatment from New York. So that's one thing to take into consideration. But I don't think it's going to do much, because right now we are desensitized to this number. All right. The only bad thing right now I could see in the short term run is going to be earnings season. It won't start until like next week. Okay. And this week it's going to be a short week also. I think Easter holiday. So this week I don't think we have any response for this. And then the bad thing is going to be the GDP. I think this is going to be significant, because it could say whether or not we're going to go into a recession. Earnings season, I think this might has already been pricing in already, because a lot of companies came out and not giving any guidance, and then we all have bad expectation, unless we are have company that come out that are like really bad. That's the only thing. Really bad number, that unexpected. And then, there's some problem with the balance sheet and all that stuff, and hopefully the bank is going to come out with that. So I think at this point this week, none of these going to be a big problem at all. And then the second wave, I think that's down the road. Right now, Hong Kong, Singapore, they're actually having a second wave right now due to like international travel, people brought into the country. So that's the thing. But we definitely going to have the second wave, because American, we don't give a shit about anything. We care about our own freedom, and we don't give a shit about other people. That sounds selfish, but that's what we are. We're like today, like I'm in Philly. I took a drive around the city, and I went to one spot where the blossom flower are, and there's a bunch of people there without mask. So that's the thing. Anyway, so basically at this week right now, I don't see the market going down to a new low. We probably just gonna ricochet in the range, and I'm gonna show you. Okay, so let's get to the chart, guy. All right, so this is the Dow Jones, okay, DIA, and as you can see here, still under the downtrend line. Okay, And this is the week, the volume for some reason is totally dead, like very low. And then the selling to volume you could see here is not a lot of selling. And this is Thursday, right? This green candle here, this is Thursday. We came out with like 6 million claim on our jobless claim, and yet we still go up. So right now, all the bad news is kind of like have no effect on the market right now. This price in. It's already priced in at this point, I believe, because all this selling here, all the people going crazy, they're scared, they saw out, and then this buy back in, and the seller here right now, I mean, is not strong enough hand to take control. Like they are battling right now at this area, and at this point right now, on Thursday we got a 6 million claim, and then we went positive, and then on Friday we have that monthly unemployment. Is only I think 700,000 because the last 2 weeks is not included in that claim. Okay, and then we didn't even go down. We're supposed to go down below that Thursday low right here. But we did not do it. So I mean, right now, it seems like we are still on a bullish trend, even though we move under this right here. So at this point, that I could tell, volume is not a lot either. So we might gonna be in this range here and then go lower. We might consolidate and then go lower, but until maybe end of April, the GDP coming out. So right now I think it's possibly we could go up, go down, and then up again right here. But this is the Dow Jones. So let's talk about NASDAQ here. NASDAQ is actually the strongest at this point. They kind of outside of the downtrend line at this point, and same like the Dow Jones industry, it did not go below the Thursday or the Wednesday low, so it's still consolidated within. So at this point, I mean, and then the volume says same right here. The selling volume is not that high, and then on Friday they actually buy back on Friday. You look at that wick down at this candle. So basically that's what you can see. So at this point, I mean, the selling is very low compared to these selling here, very low volume selling, but the NASDAQ is strong, okay, compared to the other chart. And this is the IWM, the Russell. The Russell is the weakest. It went below the Thursday low here, but one thing you have to see, I believe it's closed above the Thursday low. Okay, so that's one thing. So that's say something. It's actually bullish, even though the Russell is the indicator for the downside right now, but it's actually pulled back, and I think that's buying. So at this point, the volume of the Russell is actually higher compared to the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ. But look at this. The tail sign is that it closed above this. A Thursday low, even though it's intraday it went down, but it's closed above the low. So that's one thing. So I mean, the market doesn't want to go down anymore at this point until some kind of event that happened, like some other unexpected event that's coming out. So I'm not sure what's going to happen at this point. We have three weeks until GDP, so that's the only thing I could say right now. Next week we have earning. Earning might not do anything, to be honest, unless, like I say, really bad earning result from any big company. Then we might have some movement from the market. But this week itself is a short week, holiday week. So I think we're just gonna bounce inside the range, okay? And this is the IWT, the transportation. Same thing, did not go below the Thursday low. All right, so everything is the same. I mean, and it's right outside of the downtrend line. So at this point, it's just consolidating at this point, and then wait until it's go above the 20-day moving average, and we'll see. But right now, the AV index right now has been consistent, not to go down more. Let's go to S&P, guys. Okay, let's talk about this. We're still down under the downtrend line, okay, below the 20-day moving average. Same thing here. We did not even go low below Thursday low, and look at the Wednesday low here. We did not go, and then the buying, and the selling. Volume is very consistent. The selling is not strong at all. And then, Friday, it seemed like it's buying back at the end, okay? So they all indicate the same thing right now. So looking forward, what can you see? I think this week, to be honest, let's do a Fibonacci retracement. Okay. So at this point right now, at this level, that is around the 38% retracement. I was hoping we could go to the 50% retracement, 2400, but we did not. So right now, this retracement from the low up here at 38%, if it move up, is a strong move. Okay. If anything, if there is any good news from the vaccine or the treatment, we might could go above this level. To be honest, we might could go above this this high here and break out the trend line. I hope not, because I'm still in the downside to the downside right now. I'm still favor that at this point. But I think this week, if anything, I think we're gonna go up to this point and then pull back down. We probably consolidate within the range. We could just go move up, down, up again, but lower, and then down. That's what I see at this point right now. So this is the range as I'm seeing, the 240 to the 263. That's where we're going to be in with this week. And then next week, we'll see what earning has to offer next week. But for now, I think that's all I could say for this week. I'm sorry I did not have anything special, but I'm just, predicting this week. That's all. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. If you do, no one watching my shit anyway right now, but it's cool. I'm doing it for myself anyway. All right. Thank you. And happy trading, guys. Bye.